Okay, so when you are doing problems like this, you want to go with the one that was given to you. Now, we did technically find this one, but the only problem with choosing to use this one now and to find the missing one is you don't know for sure, without a doubt, that you did it right, okay? So just always go with the one that they give you. So instead of using that one, we're using this one, okay? Same thing is true with the one that they gave you of the side. Okay, we found this side, but again, I don't know if I push the right buttons it got this. So you want to go with the one for sure that we know that they told you. Okay, so we're using the one that they gave us. Okay, also the side that they gave us, and now the only one that we have left to find is this side. Okay, so in relationship to this angle, this one would be called the opposite. Okay, in relationship to this one, this would be called the adjacent, right? Because this is called the hypotenuse. Okay, so this is called the adjacent. Okay, so we're using opposite and adjacent. Okay, so in your notes, which one has opposite and adjacent? Tangents. Okay, so we're going to write tangents, and then what goes after the sine, cosine, tangent? What is that symbol? The what? 60. It's the angle that you're using, right? Because that's what that symbol stood for, that theta. Okay, so 60 goes here. Okay. And then for tangent, on the fraction, which one was on top? Opposite. So opposite, they gave it to us, which was 17. Okay. Over adjacent, which they didn't give us. Okay. And again, you can give it whatever variable you want. I just leave it with the one that I'm looking for so that I know I'm finding like which side. Okay, so we had one like this yesterday. So there's we multiply with one, divide with the other one. It depends on where the variable's at. Okay. So for this one, when the variable is on the bottom, are we multiplying or dividing? Dividing. Okay. And I gave you a shortcut yesterday rather than going through all the steps. Just switch these two. Okay. Okay. So it means the b goes over here, and now we have this. Okay. So green and yellow calculators. You're gonna go 17 divided by, okay, and then 60 tangent, and then equals. Non-green and yellow calculators, you're still going to go 17 divided by, but then you guys, because yours puts parentheses in there, you're going to hit tangents, because then it'll bring up the parentheses for you to put the 60 in. Okay, but green and yellow, we have to do the 60 and then the tangent because we don't have the parentheses. Okay, so green and yellow at 17 divided by 60 tangents, and then get your equals. Tell me what you get, so we can make sure we're getting it. Is that what? 9.81. Yeah. Do you have the green one, or you have a different one? Green one? So you want 17 divided by 16. Sometimes the degrees change to rad. Rad. Yeah, so shut it off. There we go. Okay. So 9.81 should be what your answer is for that. Yes. 17. Oh, you have to put, because in the parentheses has to go to angle. So 17 divided by, there you go. There you go. And I just took that shift. Yep. Anybody else? Okay, so we're done with that one. So just one more. Okay, so the next one is number 24. So 17 divided by 16. Yeah, that's why we wrote the steps out. Okay, so this is number, oh wait, 26, sorry. I forgot 24, 25, I crossed off before two. This is number 26. Okay, what letter is this one always? C. Okay, so angles are represented by cap, just so when you get these papers, you understand how to read them. Capital letters are the angles, lowercase are the sides, okay? So, and which I know on C, it's hard to tell when you're drawing which one's the capital and which one's the lowercase, but when you see on paper, you'll know it. Okay, they have a drawing on here, so we're going to stay with the drawing. Okay, so they have the A at top, so it's a capital A because it's an angle. So that means opposite side is going to be the little a. Okay, so, and then left, this would be capital B, which would make this little b. Okay, so it says, number 26, given that capital A is 22, okay, so that would be up here, and little c is 13, so that's here, that's the side, because it's a lowercase. They want us to find little a. Okay, so they're wanting us to find that side. Okay, so we go based off of the angle that they gave us. What is the side that they gave us? And what is the side they want us to find? Okay, so based on this, this is opposite. What is it? Hypotenuse. So which one has opposite and hypotenuse? Sin. Okay, so sin of what? 22, because it's always the angle after that. Okay, what goes on top? Opposite. We don't know opposite, right? So it will be a variable. I'm going to put A just because that's the variable that we're looking for. And then it's over hypotenuse, which is 13. Okay, are we multiplying or dividing? Multiplying, because then the A is on top, right? So the 13 would go over to the other side and multiply. Okay, so this comes over to this side and we multiply. Okay, so green and yellow calculators, you go backwards in doing this. So you're going to go 22 sin times 13 and then equals.
4.87. Around.
Yes, 4.87.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody else's calculator, you were actually going to go in the order it's written on this board. You're going to go 13 times sin, because yours brings up the parentheses, right? And the degree always goes in the parentheses. So you'll go 13 times sin, parentheses 22, and then equals. And we should get the same answer, okay? Which was 4.87. Anybody need help finding that? Okay, so that was our last one. So the worksheet that I'm giving you, there's only 3 for you to try. And then the other assignment, so you have total 6 problems, is 3 quadratic, just 3, okay, to try, and it's on the calendar, and so there's just 3 problems for you to open up and be like doing it on a sheet of paper, okay? So I'm giving you today's, okay, this is the part I did with you yesterday, was the front, okay? When you flip over to the back, I already crossed off this one. It shouldn't have been on there when it was printed off, so you're only doing these 3 right here, okay? So you're doing 28, 29, 30. You will grade it at the beginning of class tomorrow, plus the 3 quadratic. Now, the only reason why I'm giving you just 3 is those are the 3 different types that you'll see on the test tomorrow, okay? So you got all your worksheets back. You can look over old worksheets to practice. But we'll grade those 6 problems at the beginning, and then you'll take the quadratic test tomorrow, okay? So if you're struggling with the quadratic, knowing there's a test tomorrow, you might want to do those first versus doing these 3, because we're going to spend, quite a bit more time on these, okay? You make the choice, it's up to you. These are still very quick problems to go through, so regardless, you should make it to both of them, hopefully. Just the 3 on the back, and then the Mad Minute is Mad Minute 39, that's on the calendar. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so if yours isn't on the back, it's somewhere. That top one that says evaluate sin 5/3 pi, you won't have it in like that. Okay, so cross that out. That's weird. Some word photocopy that said void and the other said void. So yeah, you're only doing those last 3, 28, 29, and 30. If yours already said void, then somehow it got photocopied, right? That's good. Okay. No. Yes.
I'm just this is like I don't know why I'm getting so many wrong. I'm just wondering what am I doing wrong here? So I'm the opposite of B, right?
20. Oh, you should add it. You should add it because it was a negative times a negative.
Yeah.
So 4 times 2 would make it 8. And 8 times 20 would make it 160.
160.
And then, but it's a negative times a negative, so that would change to positive. So it'd be 9 plus 160, which would make it 169, which is a perfect square.
Yeah.
So then it comes out.
I must have been mistaken on my answer.
Yeah.
Well, no, negative.
Negative times negative will change it to a positive. So 4 times 3 would be 12 plus 4 would make it 16.
I just wasn't adding it.
Yeah, so 16 would be a perfect square. Yeah.
Apparently I was just, yeah.
Yeah. This cosine has right. So on yours, 25 cosine times 17. Oh, yeah. Because you have, they want you to find this one, right, which is adjacent. So adjacent. Sin opposite. Well, they tell you. So this is what you're going to end on the ship. But you're finding the angle. And then the last was like the one we started yesterday. Number 2. We have to find all the missing parts. This one is like number 23 that we did, where you have to find the missing people, and then the other 2 because they give you 2 different numbers. Yeah. Oh, 29, sorry. Oh, this is the one that, yeah, we did one like this where you have to use the shift button to get a tan negative. Yes. Yeah. But I think we had tan B.
Oh, is there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Where you have to hit the second button because you're finding the angle. When you're finding the angle, you have to use the second button.
Let's just do,
So on these calculators, you go 8 divided by 15. E right, equals
Yeah.
7 or 10.
oh, okay. Yeah, equals 7.
Because you're using a tan. So tangent is opposite. They tell you.
Are we gonna run to the
That one's like, we did one.
I see.
That last one is like 23 that we did.
Oh, I'm out. What's it up?
Yeah, I don't have this. That's 28, right?
Yeah.
Is this right? So it's cosine 25. So it's times. Yeah, as long as the angle measurement is yeah, because it was a J cosine.
Oh, like opposite of EJ. Or opposite of
Yeah, you know that.
Okay, so there you go. Keep this.
Okay, I can't remember how to solve this.
Okay, so let's use the. So let's use. But we already found. That was Would you get? So it's going to end over B.
So the ones that have, the variable on the bottom, or the variable on the.
Now we divide it with a switch.
So you're going to actually. That's what we can do in the first period. That's what I can do. Well, my girl.